It's Hubbard. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On the ready.
Mike 50. I'm trying to collect. Watch one, watch one.
Snap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Here we go, 50, 50. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. We got team spell. Go.
On first down, Carter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Yeah.
Mike 56. Strip the ball.
Straight. Zoom.
56. Mike 56. Right there. 56. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
5.
From the gun, Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Slam, slam, slam.
80 weapons. Bravo.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got one, I got one. Hey, 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 hey.
Look at me. Go, go.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Alpha.
Shift, shift. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Ricky, 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 Ricky.
Ready, ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 43. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Go, go.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Army, Army. Army, Army.
Hit it.
Throwing again. Daniels. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, exit.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you, punk.
X3. 2XP grip.
On third down, Daniels. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Hey, wahoo.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Go.
58, right there. Watch the pass. And 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic. I'm coming.
Hey, Sam off.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Squeeze.
Check 13. Check 13.
On play action, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. Into the red zone, it's locked. He's able to find Wallace. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ready.
Mike 42.
Greystone, Travis.
42. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Hard. Hey, Foxtrot.
Big Ed.
Sit up.
Take him up, boys, 42.
Say go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Lock. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Darren Lee. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Ready. 50. Plant.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Pilot. 64. Weak.
Check. Watch twist.
Hey, Echo.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Shoot.
Lock now on 1st down. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this 1st half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Rock it. Get it.
Lock off of play action. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, lock it.
From the gun, it's Locke. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way,
Come on, set.
big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 52. Check. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
On first down, Locke. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Broncos on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Locke, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike, 20.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And the Broncos Broncos get there and take him down. Aaron Lynch able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Throw right side complete to Carter. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Topper.
Don't get nervous. Hey, watch this, watch this. Hey, check 24, watch 24. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Shoot.
From the gun, Daniels. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
Ready to break.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Open man left side is Wallace complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Let's go, let's go.
On the ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 1st and 10, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Hey, 50
now.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Daniels. And he fires one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Ready.
42, Mike's 42.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
Protein spill.
Check the out.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Block now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Block going to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Daniels over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Switch gears.
2nd and 3. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Greystone travel.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 23 yards the pickup there. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Lock again here on 2nd and 10. This is the tight end Fant. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check 31, check 31.
Look at me. Score, now.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down,
Break.
Raiders.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, exit.
Stop here, D. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Yo, go.
Our time, it's our time.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Yeah, that's what I do.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
Go.
On 1st down, Daniels. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. You don't want this.
You're out.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Five.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Ready.
On fourth down, Daniels. Escaping the pressure right. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now, there's also a flag, but this might be on the offense anyway. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
132 fighter.
Coming after you. Watch switch. Check. Kill. Deuce.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Locke throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Protein spill. 2.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Sam on. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set 10-2 soft.
Get the ball.
Hey, high 7.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Set the tone, defense.
General West.
A lot going to throw it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
On the ready.
Target, 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 target.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And this one complete to Smith. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know, are they so defeated at this point they just want to get in the locker and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20. You're not ready. You're not ready. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Look, squeeze.
Check 4.
5.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Broncos, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.